Hello and welcome to day 11 of my 12 Days of Christmas series. It's Christmas Eve and today I've got two cards for you. The first one featuring this mini stamp set by Lawn Fawn, which has a super cute little unicorn and a matching die. So I've got these four pieces of cardstock in different colours, and I'm just going to use this sort of cloud stitched border die from the Mama Elephant Trio border die set to cut this cloud border out, and I'm going to do that twice out of each piece of paper. So when I layer these up, you'll just be able to see the cloud section sticking out. But I just wanted to show that I did actually manage to get two pieces out of each of those cardstock scraps. So I went through and die cut each of those pieces of paper twice, and I ended up with a little selection of sort of multicoloured clouds. So I'm going to go ahead and take a white card base and my ATG tape gun, and I'm just going to glue each of these on top of each other, just sort of overlaying them to make a fun background pattern. So as I press each one down, I'm going to cut off the excess to make sure that this doesn't get too bulky. I could have just trimmed these at the right size from the beginning, but I guess I didn't have that much foresight to really know exactly how these were going to layer up. So I just went ahead and as I glued each one down, I trimmed off the excess and then stuck them together. You could kind of go really crazy with dimension on this card and use foam tape and sort of pop up alternate layers, maybe add in some layers of vellum, but I just wanted to keep it really bright and really simple with these coloured layered clouds. So once I got to what would be the top of my card panel, I just took a pencil and marked exactly where I wanted my straight line cut, and then I'm going to use my paper trimmer to help me cut that out. So there we go, that is essentially my background panel. I'm going to go ahead and add some ATG tape along the back and then stick that down onto this white piece here. So again, you could use foam tape here, but I decided to try and keep this fairly flat and just use the ATG tape and stick this down onto the card panel. The card panel is slightly smaller than an A1 sized card, which is slightly bigger than the standard US A2 size. But you could make this work for whatever size card you want to make. So because I'm going to be doing some Copic colouring, I had to use a Copic safe ink, so one that wouldn't bleed, and I went ahead and stamped the unicorn and also this sentiment. Now you'll see I was planning on sort of cutting that horizontally, but you'll see that I end up changing my mind a little bit later on in the video. I just realised I completely lied. I'm not doing Copic colouring at all, but I did use a Copic Safe ink anyway. But I'm colouring this in with my Prismacolor pencils, and I'm doing sort of bright coloured hair for the mane and for the tail. And then for the actual body, I was sort of debating about using sort of just a light grey to give some shadow, but then I decided to actually use the silver colour. So it doesn't come out sort of massively silvery, but before I was finished I added a good few layers of Wink of Stella clear glitter, so that really helped with the shine. For the hooves I just used the gold Prismacolor pencil, and I'm not blending any of this with any sort of pencil blending solution, any Gamsol or anything like that. I'm just leaving it how it is for a really quick card. And once that's all coloured in, I went ahead and used the matching die to cut that out. And I used a banner die to cut out the sentiment, all I want for Christmas is you. So I'm just deciding where I want everything on the card, and then to make this really fun I'm going to take an action wobble. This is the standard size action wobble. You can buy smaller ones, but I don't have them, so I just trimmed this down really small. It was quite difficult really to get it small enough to hide behind the unicorn, but if I had those mini action wobbles it would have been a lot easier. And because I'd trimmed off the majority of the sticky back, I've just used some multi-matte medium to first of all glue the unicorn to the front of the spring and then glue the back of the spring onto the card. So just to make sure that that dries really well, I'm placing an acrylic block on the top, and then I'm using some 3D foam tape to add a little bit of dimension to the sentiment, and I'll peel off those backings and stick them down. As I said, I did go ahead and add some clear Wink of Stella to the unicorn as well, and to finish up the sentiment, there is something else to stamp on the inside, and I think that just really brings this card together. So there we go, the sentiment for the inside is "and a unicorn," and I just used the little hearts from the stamp set to add 3 of those in the corner. So I'll go ahead and glue that front panel down using Tombow Mono Multi Glue, and that is the card finished. So as I said at the start of the video, it is Christmas Eve. I had hoped to get my videos all done before then, but as you can hear in my voice, I've got a bit of a cold, but there we go. It is what it is. So I've got this video for you today, and also day 12 coming up later on. So I hope you've enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. If you have, don't forget to leave me a comment and hit the like button. And coming up on your screen right now are 2 more videos that I think you might enjoy. If you haven't watched them yet, you can go ahead and do so just by clicking on the thumbnails on the screen right now. And I hope to see you back here again soon. Bye for now.